Hi, good afternoon. My name is Calver, and this is
My name is Victor. Good afternoon.
this is the Developmental Support Worker Department, and today we are going to be accessing the case study of Liam in crisis management and prevention. We have questions that says that identify and explain three factors that made Liam vulnerable to being accused. First, I would say that he has a developmental disability. This is a factor, and then he has a physical limitations. What factors do you think would affect him?
Yeah, for me, the fact that she has communication limitations, in the sense that she cannot communicate properly and she usually repeats what someone says like often. So I
Great.
think that is something, one of the factors that makes her being vulnerable to being abused.
Exactly. So, question two would say that identify and explain at least three factors that made Colin vulnerable to being accused of abuse. For me, I would say because he's a DSW, he's a support worker. Every support worker is vulnerable to being accused of being abused, of abuse. And then also, I would say because he usually volunteer all the time to support Liam. So this is another factor. What would you say?
Yeah, for me, one of the factors that made Collins vulnerable is that because when he's being asked by the manager about the situations, about what happened, he was being so anxious and was not clear about his answer, was so scared and all that. So I think that still made him so vulnerable, you know,
Thank you.
to the accused, of being abusing Leanne,
Okay, thank you. The third question would say that reflecting on what we have learned so far, identify the two types of abuse that you'd consider in the passage.
Oh, for me, I would say one of the abuse I observed was, according to the community member that reported the situation, is physical abuse because there was, according to the story, there was when a pull that happened towards Leanne being verbally, physically abused. So that is one of the abuse I witnessed
And
on it.
I would say that it was verbally abused
Yeah.
because we had something like stupid. We're not able to say if it's directed to Leanne, but it was not a good thing to say. So we'll consider it a verbal abuse. So also we have another question that says that
Reflecting on what we have
what we
learned,
have learned so far.
what is the supporting evidence that indicate that abuse may be occurred? Okay.
Yeah, I would say that Leanne was reported to continuously be saying stupid, and then because somebody reported that incident, a person called from the community to report it. So that is a very good indication that an abuse may have occurred. What do you think?
For me, according to the story, there was no proper documentation on Liam being going out with Colin. So I think that is another evidence that shows that abuse may be occurred,
Yeah.
and there is no proper journal on that day, of the abuse. So
Exactly. So we have another question saying that what can the agency do? So we're talking about training. Do you have
yeah.
any idea of what kind of what training?
Yeah, I think the agency has to provide more training on how to communicate with the individual being supported and the
Exactly.
management as well,
And how
because
to support them better.
better, yeah.
Yeah,
So
more training for individuals, for the DSWs, for every chain of support that is included in the DSW sector. Thank you very much. See you another time. Bye.
thank you.